The third story that we are getting you on This Is Exclusive is the very charge sheet that has been filed by the Enforcement Directorate against Partha Chatterjee and Arpita Mukherjee. The Enforcement Directorate says Partha was involved in money laundering activities and floated dummy companies to park ill-gotten wealth. Enforcement Directorate also says that he used his influence to affect the pace of the investigation. Now, the key takeaways of the charge sheet, 152 pages charge sheet that has now been accessed by Republic Media Network. Let me also bring in my colleague Kishale as we break down the charge sheet that has been accessed by Republic TV. 152 pages. Key aspects of this investigation. One is with regards to the recovery that has been made. 49 crore rupees that has been recovered from premises connected to Partha Chatterjee and Arpita Mukherjee. But Kishale, what's very clear from the charge sheet first accessed by Republic TV is that all this while there was an attempt that was made to perhaps de-link Arpita and Partha Chatterjee. The Enforcement Directorate's charge sheet makes it abundantly clear that both of them were working in tandem.
Well, Shawan, exactly. The exclusive charge sheet, the charge sheet which Republic exclusively accesses, which is in my hand right now, clearly mentions, ED clearly mentions how Arpita and Partha Chatterjee, Arpita Mukherjee and Partha Chatterjee were connected in multiple ways. It mentions the 31 LIC policies which were jointly held by Partha Chatterjee and Arpita Mukherjee. Apart from that, it also mentions all the companies that were jointly owned by both of them, or Arpita Mukherjee had a huge share in a company which was owned by Partha Chatterjee, and all these details in this charge sheet exclusively accessed and which Republic exclusively has accessed. And now we also get details about the same BCM International School where Republic TV, Republic Bangla exclusively went and reported abundantly from that exact spot, and ED mentions how the school was used by Partha Chatterjee in this scam and how the building was constructed with the money that was collected from candidates who did not pass their test. However, they paid a huge sum of money in order to get that job in different schools here in West Bengal in the School Service Commission. And after that as well, also it mentions how from Arpita Mukherjee's house recoveries were made, including an envelope which had 5 lakh rupees inside, and on the envelope there was a stamp of the higher education minister, of the state, which is Partha Chatterjee. So ED exclusively mentions and emphatically states that Arpita Mukherjee and Partha Chatterjee were connected in multiple ways. They were connected in monetary ways, and they were also connected in holding various properties all across the state, especially in Bolpur. They owned a property which was quite a few times discussed, called OPA, and this O and PA stands for Arpita and Partha, which is believed popularly, and this property is jointly owned by them. And as well, there are other documents which show exclusive links between Partha Chatterjee and Arpita Mukherjee, and a similar report was also exclusively shown by Republic, where we gave out multiple details about all the lands and properties that were held by them jointly. Shawan.
Well, thank you very much, Kishale, for getting us the latest details. So all the questions that were essentially asked, what's the link between Arpita and Partha Chatterjee, that has now been explicitly put out in that charge sheet that has been filed by the Enforcement Directorate. We'll be also getting more details on the charge sheet that has been accessed on tonight's debate.